working. This is the second hour. We're putting in some work into energy readings, into the ability for people to call in to get aura energy readings. A lot of people know it under the word aura. So let's go ahead and just call it what it is. It's an aura energy reading. It's the ability for you to understand your mentality, to understand your focus, to get down with the challenges that you have inside, to get to the place where we're utilizing what we have. And a lot of people are searching for that understanding, and so let's go ahead and get this thing going. Hopefully we can get some energy readings done in this next hour. People can be able to understand their energy and how it flows and how it works inside of themselves. What a blessing it is that we have that kind of place, that we can grow, that we can work through these things, that we can put positive vibes into the universe, that we are a blessing in this universe. As we wait for people to call in and to set up an energy reading here, let's look at what an aura is. Let's go ahead and go online. And well, of course, I know what an aura is. It's the energy inside of our bodies that flows and that our whole entire living being is. And how do you use aura readings? How do you open up your being? How do you get to the place where meditation starts to flow? A lot of us are going to sit in that kind of a place. We're going to work with those kind of challenges. And this is Wikipedia, known as Qi, Qi or Qi or Qi. It is a universal life energy, and Chinese medicine has used it for healing purposes for many centuries. I remember many years ago when I started to feel the energy flowing throughout my body. Many times this awareness came in meditation when my mind was quiet and centered. We are the center. We are ourselves. We are a being. We are a part of who we are. We are a part of the understanding inside of ourselves. Per Wikipedia, there are 9 popular types of meditation practice. Number 1, mindfulness. Number 2, spiritual meditation. Number 3, check this out, focused meditation. Hearing what I'm saying, guys? Hearing what I'm saying? Number 4, movement meditation. Number 5, what drives you? Your mantra meditation. Number 6, transcendental meditation. Number 7, progressive relaxation. And number 8, loving kindness meditation. So each kind of meditation is important. Each part of how you utilize your energy is important. I talk about how to use focus meditation. I look at how to use caring meditation. I teach how to put yourself in a place where what you're utilizing is using you, and how your energy will flow. How your ability for you to be yourself will flow. This is Wikipedia again, okay? How do I get energy from meditation? Okay, here we go. Adopt an upright position. There's more than one channel of meditation, remember. You can do it in many different forms, but the importance is the position and how you use your energy. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Okay, that's just centrally targeted meditation. There's many more forms than just this. Image yourself being energized as you breathe. Meditation is very simple. Meditation does not require you not being yourself. We have inside of ourselves the ability to use it. Per Wikipedia here. Start with 9 daily keys to tune up your inner vibration and to start feeling positive energy flow your way. Positivity becoming the foundation from your level of focus. So, where do we start to use it at that level? Blessings. So, meditation has different parts. Pay attention to your energy. Change your tone of your thought. Able mentality. Cut off negative influences. Expand your circle. Help out other people, in other words. Embrace compassion and kindness. Cultivate gratitude. Nothing else, nothing less yourself. Be who you are. Find your inner strength. Focus becoming that place of foundation where the strength comes from within you. What is the color of positivity? Positive colors, par excellent yellow, is associated with the power of self-esteem and communication. Yellow will be more cheerful and welcome, an ideal color for family room, but also proper for children's homework tables because it has the ability to increase the concentration and memory. So in other words, each energy field has a purpose. If you put yellow around you, it's going to bring in that positive energy flow into your thought process. That's mainly what they're talking about there. They're talking about how you use that kind of energy. What is a motivational color? Orange is also known to be a color of motivation. Lends a positive attitude and general enthusiasm to life. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, guys, what Wikipedia is saying here. It's saying when you put these certain types of colors around yourself, certain type of reflection starts to radiate outwards. The things that are from that element of energy starts to flow towards you, like yellow energy, like white energy, like the different energy fields that we have. And blue energy is important as well too. That's the ability to voice yourself. The white energy field flows inside of everybody. It's like a cable colored in every human being has these energy fields inside of ourselves. Each individual human being has all of these different colors of energy. What color makes rooms seem bigger? Okay, blue and off-white makes a room seem bigger. So how does your energy flow inside of you? And so as I'm working with this, I'm studying this as I'm waiting for people to call in for energy readings. Now, the month of December, I am giving away free energy readings. If anyone wants to donate, it is on there. But this is more so because I love to do this. I love to help people out. So what is the color that makes a room look bigger? For optimum effect, go with some soft tones like whites, off-whites and blues, and greens. And always remember that bright rooms feel bigger and more inviting. And here's another hack. Try painting your wall trims and modeling in a lighter color. So when we do that type of things for ourselves, we start putting ourselves into those positive places, then things start flowing in your direction. And so when do you start to manifest that type of stuff? And so, where is your energy flowing from? Which energy fields do you have? Which energy fields flow the greatest inside of you? What vibrates outside of you? What is it that makes you you? What is it that when you are using your energy to that point, you're hitting the place where your mantras are working, where you're hitting the place where your vibration is working? Why do I vibrate during meditation? Okay, this is awesome. It means that stress in the mind decreases. So the stress in the muscle decreases. Also, and when the stress in the muscle decreases, the body starts vibrating. It can be with soft and it can be shock. And so that is where the energy inside starts to flow from. And so I see a lot of people when they come to sit down and do meditation with me.
It's actually on the computer. No, it's on the glass. Marcel, it's in there.
I see a lot of people that come to sit down and do meditation with me. They usually are unstable. And as they're sitting down to do meditation, the vibration, they start shaking. And the reason why they usually shake is because something in their mentality is going on that it's affecting their body. And so if you give yourself the space where your body becomes clay to your mind, then you can overcome those kinds of challenges. And it's inside of that place that I have seen people overcome pain. I have seen people overcome emotion. I have seen people overcome things that were said that was not possible. Why do I vibrate during meditation? Now let's go ahead and take a look here at the 9 meditations. Which one is right for your health? So each day that we utilize what we have. So of course, we know that there is such things as vocal meditation. Okay? Vocal meditation works with a vibration. There's a lot of people that have a lot of unstable energy in their knowledge. And I don't mean in their thought process. Their ability to absorb what's going on around them. And a lot of those people that have challenges with that place, they have a challenge with the vibration around them. Typically this happens to a lot of people with heart energy. Okay, if you find yourself out there and you're a person that, everybody is seeking you out, and for the care that you have and the compassion that you have and the understanding, it's most likely that you may be a heart energy type where your vibration vibrates outwards. And a lot of the nurses out there typically carry this kind of energy. And I want you to see this as per Wikipedia. What happens to the brain when we do meditation? During meditation, activating the parietal lobe slows down the gatekeeper for the sense. This organ focuses your attention by funneling some sensors data deep into the brain and stopping other signals in their track. Meditation reduces the flow of incoming information. So it gives you the ability to study yourself. It gives you the ability to understand yourself and to not let what's going on around you have the ability to crush you. And that's a really great thing to have. It's a really great purpose inside of oneself to go through that type of stuff. And so let's go ahead and take a look here. Can meditation help you with fidgeting? Meditation, both in informal mindfulness and formal meditation on a daily basis, helps to increase your energy level. Interesting. energy understanding, right? This is because mindfulness awareness helps you ultimately to lower the stress you express and experience. Are you in stressful place where, this is a place where meditation comes into the profession, okay? It allows you to express yourself. It allows you to truly be who you are on the inside. Here we go. Can meditation help you with motivation? Meditation helps keep our concentration level high. A concentration level is exponentially linked to motivation. Meditation heightens our motivation level to keep us taking action to reach our desired outcome. There's more, the more you relax, the more you focus. Get the connection, focus, motivation. Motivation, motivation, got it? Okay. Action to reach our desired outcome. The more you relax, the more you focus, which in turn means the more motivated you will become. So what I'm teaching shows a reflection not only for yourself to dominate that level, but for other people to see you as that. Hitting it straight to the point of focus. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look here at some other parts here. How do I know if I am meditating correctly? Being still, the first and simplest way to know if you're doing it right is to check your own body. Just being once you're sitting still, it's time to be present in yourself. No restrictions. Many people believe meditation is about having zero thoughts. Total awareness. Time flies. I have been in meditation when I've just bypassed and hours just flew by. Can meditation be dangerous? Okay, I want you to know that in yoga, meditation is considered the most dangerous form of yoga. Popular media case studies have recently heightened the negative side effects from meditation, increasing its depression, anxiety, and even physical or main. But few studies have looked at the issue in depth across large numbers of people. So we have to continue to do that in such a way that we get there. I want you to notice this. This is a Wikipedia talking about the Bible. When the Bible mentions meditation, it often mentions obedience in the next breath. Okay, meditation is a study of the breath. It's a study of the self. And examples is the book of Joshua. The book of Joshua of the laws shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do accordance to all that is written. I want you to notice that what they're talking about is the breath, okay? And that this relates back to the first breath. And this is the obedience that we are simply energy within the universe, that we are simply understanding within the universe. And so meditation has 5 signs you went deep into meditation. You forgot that you were meditating. You got lost in thought. You experienced time lapse. Your entire body relaxed. You had a swallow breathing. Shallow breathing. Why does my face tingle when I do meditation? Here we go into the thought process. Why does my face tingle when I do meditation? This is often brought on by hyperoxygenating the blood. Okay, you need oxygen in your blood to be able to be you, which means that meditation is a life force within you. Your breath is deep and the rhythm like on a long run, and yet you are still and unmoving. The blood takes on more oxygen and tingles, of course, through the body. Meditation is life. When we are doing meditation, we're finding ourselves. Right now, we are in a form of meditation, guys. Okay, so when we're doing energy readings, when we're using these forms of energy, what color attracts a positive energy? Yellow. Of course I knew that. So I really enjoy doing this type of stuff. I want you to see that, when you type in online energy from meditation, that's what's going to start coming up. It's going to start asking you the question, and you have to start getting into the energy and the mentality and the ability to put yourself in that place and to get to the place where you're using meditation. And there's many different forms of meditation. There's many different purposes of meditation and places of meditation. We know of vocal meditation. We know of mantra meditation. We know of many different, even moving meditation. I have a friend in the Netherlands who does walking meditation in the forest. And there's a lot of different colors that are part of you. And it's inside of those colors that you start to see your energies. And each energy field is very important because they are a part of your whole being. They are a part of your whole purpose. And each energy field has a seed, it has a knowledge, it has your story inside it, it has your path, it has your journey. And a lot of people that seek out meditation, a lot of people that seek out self-study, they're having challenges with their own level of focus. They're having challenges with their own practice, their professions. They're not doing the best in their professions. And this is where meditation helps. It helps to recenter your energy. It helps to recenter your purpose. It helps to recenter your understanding, to help you to simplify your challenges. And we each have challenges. We each have things to work through. We each have pages that only we can write. We each have challenges that only we can make it through. And it's up for us to do for ourselves. It's up for us to get through those challenges, to be able to start to use that kind of energy. And it's only when you accept the fact that you are a student in your life, where you are both the student and the teacher of your life, where you believe in yourself, where you believe in your path, that your energy starts to flow. And I want to visit the chakras. I want to talk about the chakras for a little while, so I'm going to go. What are chakras? Let's go ahead and take a look here. They're a place inside of ourselves where our energy flows, okay? And many different parts of the world, they talk about this energy. We're talking about chakras, we're talking about energy, we're talking about positive vibes. We're talking about energy readings and the ability to understand the energy inside. If you'd like to get an energy reading, you're welcome to call in and get an energy reading done. So, and energy is important because when you understand how you work, when you understand how your being works, the energy inside starts to flow outwards. Now, a lot of people throughout time have been calling these aura readings because they just read the outside. But it's not just what's going on around you. It's what energy dominates your being and also how it works. So you're welcome to call in if you'd like to get an energy reading done. And so it's more than just about the energy that vibrates around you. It's about what vibrates inside of you. How you work through your challenges. And when you're faced off against these kind of challenges, what chakra energies do you utilize the most? And is that okay if we focus to that level where we use what we have inside? And so it goes beyond just being a chakra, though. It goes to a place where chakras are the pages. The energy field is called Qigong, okay? And each energy field has a color, and we like to call those chapters chakras. And the thing that they don't explain until you sit down and meditate for many hours is that meditation is a progression of understanding of the energy. It's an understanding of the breaths. And it's an understanding of the connection between the energy and the knowledge inside of you. It's reaching a place of understanding where the energy flows through the whole entire human being. And each energy field is related to a different part of that being. And so when we understand that energy inside, like as simple as a book has pages, a book has a cover, a book has chapters, and inside of a book also lays knowledge. So each page of that book is called Kundalini. Each chapter of that book is called Qigong. Each energy field that we have is called a chakra. So realistically, the chakras are the chapters of the books. So at the simplicity of it, it's which part are you studying? At the progression of it is the understanding. So each individual energy field flows at that point, which is the reason why exactly every single energy field shows up as a lotus, because the pages are a part of the chapter, and the chapter is the knowledge that's inside you. Now, as you sit down and do Kundalini, which is the studying of the lotus, you will break down those challenges. And as you break through those challenges, you will liberate yourself to the knowledge. Over time of doing that, we progress from the Kundalini to the Qigong, or the chapters. Now, day in, day out practice, that is how that's achieved. At a certain point, the energy becomes sufficient inside to where you bypass the pages and you understand the Qigong. So in progression, the understanding of energy inside is to sit down and to study oneself. Meditation is understanding. Simple as that. It's simply understanding oneself. We stop ourselves on the page of focus, though. We stop ourselves on the mentality. We stop ourselves on the ability to reach that page before we even start because we're not willing to sit down with ourselves to focus. And so the energy is applicable, the energy is within. These challenges that you face off against are yet but teachers. And so day in and day out practice gives one the understanding to the point where the energy becomes accessible, able to read energy, able to understand energy, able to understand other people, to get to the place where the practice becomes a reflection. Now, throughout time, throughout biblical books, throughout time, they've talked about this reflection. It is a place of growth that the light inside radiates to the point where the understanding becomes possible. Now, some people call that an inner light. It already exists inside all of us. It comes to the point where you use the tools that you have. It's when you hear what I'm saying, even from here to India. Because I know people in India watch what I'm talking about. And I hear people say things like, you're not qualified. Okay. I ask myself this question. Ask yourself this question. Do you focus? Do you have knowledge? Are you a place of discipline? And if your question to your answer is that you're qualified to be you, then nobody on the face of the planet can take that from you, your own self-study. And so in that place, you are most definitely qualified to be yourself. I remember being told by the Aisha Association, you cannot teach Shakti energy. Okay, first off, self-study is yours. Self-meditation is yours. Nobody can stop you from yourself. Nobody can stop you from your own journey. So the answer there is, it's universal for you to understand how to use your breath. If you have, testosterone or estrogen as a dominance in your being, if your manifestation is to increase yourself as the universal purpose that you are, nobody can stop you from breathing. They might stop you in life, but your ability to breathe as yourself, they do not have that strength to do. They do not have that ability to break that mentality. And that was when I answered back to them. Yeah, I challenged that. Yeah, I stayed in a sauna for 5 hours without even exiting a sauna. Yes, I've done things that other people called impossible. Yes, I've hit the stage inside where mentality was the same as a monk. Yes, I can explain to you what meditation is at a level where other people really can't go because they haven't spent the time to sit down to master themselves. And so, it was funny, I went to a teacher who taught meditation and was in the same ashram as my mom. I took a student who was supposed to be certified to a sauna with me, and he walked out of the sauna before I did. Okay? He started asking me how to understand the lotus because he was pages through stuff that I had to teach. So is that a certification or is that a place of liberation? That is a place of freedom. I'm not here to constrict people from being themselves. I'm here to uplift them to the place where they free themselves. You hear the difference of what I'm talking about? I want you to free your knowledge. I want you to no longer feel your pains. I want you to find the stories in them. I want you to find the understanding inside. I want you to find the being who radiates inside of yourselves. And from here to India, to Dubai, to Mongolia, to Brazil, liberation is when you free yourself to be your best friend. It's when you're patient with you. It's when you observe yourself, when you see your challenges, and it ain't against somebody else. It ain't for somebody else. It's inside of yourself. When you see this face across the face of the planet, when it manifests in being, when it manifests in focus, when people look at this and they see the best meditator on the face of the planet, when they see this word motivation, meditation, inspiration, the things that I ask myself daily, the things that I grinded on daily, that kept me alive, when I took that name as mine, when I took motivation, meditation, and inspiration, if it's not one of the three, I ask myself that daily. I asked myself that, and I started to recognize that what that was a reflection. That when you focus to the point where you hit a place where your knowledge inside becomes accessible to you, when it becomes accessible to the being inside of you, when the energy inside of yourself starts to flow to that level, you know what I want to be? You know what I want to leave this planet is? Inspiring you. I want you to be inspired, to be disciplined, to be yourself, to be centered. It's so simple. We have focus and we have knowledge. But a lot of people neglect themselves. They neglect that place of discipline. And you know what that place of discipline radiates light? When you are truly disciplined in being yourself, it radiates a reflection of inspiration. That is what it means. Focus, knowledge, discipline. And that reflection of motivation, of meditation, of inspiration, as simple as that. In the things that you do, in the places that you go, and the people that you associate with, that you think about, the focus, the knowledge that you have inside, and energy in the things that you put your mind to. As Andrew Carnegie said, what the mind can see, the body can achieve. Well, when I was sitting in a sauna, I was remembering that the body is clay to the mind. When people were exiting the sauna, when they were saying, how in the world can you do this? When people were coming in there and asking me, how is it possible? How did you reach this level of practice? It wasn't because it was versus somebody else. It wasn't because of what was going on around me. It was about what was going on inside. And that is the simplicity of your journey. That is the simplicity of your being. That is the simplicity of the purpose. And a lot of people do not understand that the internal is a reflection outwards of the vibration of your understanding of your own energy. That when you are injured, it's coming from within out. That when you're focused beyond the challenges, we have seen people across time do impossible things. We have seen things that people called impossible become possible because of the mind. It's unlocking the mind that gives us the ability to do that. Did you hear how I said that? It's unlocking. It's freeing the mind. It's not keeping the locks that we have. It's gaining the access past the emotions. It's gaining the access past the places where other people would lock them up. And when I saw them say it's not possible, and then they looked at my meditation and said, well, this guy knows how to do it, then their impossible became possible. It is in their association that they limit themselves. It is in their association that they stop the mentality from growing. It's inside of that place where motivation meditation will continue and become a practice. It's inside of that place where what we write down becomes manifested, where what we speak out becomes manifested, where what we vibrate becomes manifested. What are we focused on? What are we putting our energy into? Where are we going? How are we becoming the whole being? Are we becoming present in our being? Are we using our energy as the Most High God flowing through us? Are we putting 100% into that energy and that understanding? After all, biblically is written that is the Alpha, the Omega. Are we searching after that alphas and those omegas? Are we searching after those alphas and those betas within ourselves? Are we really going after that that's written? Are we going after that level of mentality, or are we limiting ourselves from that place? You know, I think of many different stories that share this. I think of many different masters throughout time that have let other people come to them, who have shared their stories and their paths. And I think of many that have excelled to that place. And we do not give them that place. We have to recognize it's in mentality, it's in that level of energy. If you go to the British Museum, you will see pictures of white lights around portraits. If you go into Indian culture, you will run into blue auras around. If you go across anywhere on the face of the planet that you want to go, we are going to recognize that energy exists. If you go scientifically, you can take a heat scanner and that energy exists. In meditation, we find the center. In meditation, we find the being. In meditation, we find how things happened. Like when I got injured, I was at 10 miles an hour in a car and both of my hips got displaced. My center vertebrae got thrown out of place. My neck became elongated. It is often said that yogis are created, okay, by overcoming their challenges, by getting to the place of understanding, by finding the breath through the challenges, by making it through those challenges. They are created. I remember the day when I did 17 chiropractic visits, and I sat down and I found the breath inside where the damage was caused from the breath. And I said to myself, I'm not going to end up in a wheelchair. Okay? A neck that was elongated. Okay? Vertebrae that were out of place. And the mentality that was intact. The body is clay to the mind. All right? The body is clay to the mind, not the other way around. We've twisted it so much that the body's got to be stronger than the mind. It's when the mind is stronger than the body. You go to any physical therapist, they're going to be working with your range of motion, with your ability to push past the point, to push past the place of pain, to push past the place of challenges, to be able to believe in yourself, to believe in your mentality. When do we start to have that physical therapy in our mind? When do we allow that physical therapy to push past the limitations, push past the things that have the ability to stop us? When do we give ourselves the place of physical therapy? I feel like it's like trucking through snow by yourself. It's like putting yourself on a path of physical therapy where other people are not willing to go. It's inside of that place where it's been a long time. It's been too long that people have ignored themselves from that. It's been too long that motivation, meditation, and inspiration has been held secret. Only the yogis know what I'm talking about. Only the yogis put themselves in a place where they are being, where they are present. And they hide themselves in monasteries. They hide themselves behind people who would protect them. Because when they know what they are, when they know the level of mentality that they achieve, the vibrations across the face of the planet, they liberate themselves to the point where other people seek them out. And other people want to destroy those kinds of people. Why? It's because we do make changes on the face of the planet. We bring positivity in your direction. We bring positivity in your mentality. We bring positivity in a place where people don't like it. It's because we cut straight through like a knife. We cut through with a knife to where we're not afraid. We're not feeling pain. We're not feeling emotion stopping us. We're elevating past that. We're learning to make it through those places. We're fight and flight, slavery and emotion, time and organization, ultimately to the place of focus and knowledge. And we ask ourselves, why do we want to go back there? Well, I asked myself, and then I remembered one day the reason why. It's because the law of riches. It's when you share things with others. What was biblically written is true. When you give to others, you receive. When you share with others with your challenges, you become. When you manifest your being, the reflection radiates outwards. And as we inspire other people, we leave a ripple across the face of the planet. As we inspire other people, the light in the world starts to happen. The being inside starts to happen. And I remembered when I was driving people, 14,000 plus trips I did with Uber. Such a fun thing. I still have that. But at the time, I'm focused on this. And so I wanted them to have self-love. I wanted them to care for themselves. And I remember sitting in a place where I said, if nobody else will do it, I'm going to have to do it. I listened to motivational speakers for 2 years. I was delivering food every day, and they were just telling stories. But that didn't help the person inside. It didn't take to the depth where they were told to be themselves. They wanted you to change. They wanted you to not be positive force in the universe. They wanted you to not understand the things like Oprah Winfrey understands. That focus is what's important. Also, what you focus on is important. And it's inside of that place that we have to hear what Oprah Winfrey said. She said this. She said, I became friends with Newton's third law of motion. That for each action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And as I sat there, I thought about what she said. I thought about what she explained. I thought about how this was so true. That for each action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And so as I was sitting with that, I started to think, how does this fit into my life? How does, for each action, there's equal and opposite reaction? How does delivering food and listening to motivation, how do we get to the place of focus where we're willing to grind to that level? And so I sat there in my van and I remembered it. I remembered I was thinking, I was saying, how? What is it with this? How did Oprah Winfrey do it? How did she put that into a place? And I remembered my own mantra. When you help other people, you receive more in return. That is an opposite reaction. You're giving and you're receiving. When you're giving, you're receiving. And I realized that's a part of it. And then I realized that positive and negative forces start working. And what we got to search after is positivity. What we got to search after is the ability to be ourselves. What we got to search after is the ability to become friends with the universe, as Einstein stated. And it would get down to that level, get down to that place, get down to that form of challenge, get down to that form of understanding, get down to that form of being. Takes you just being yourself. Takes you just going to the places inside of you where nobody else will go, to become the student in your life, to gain that level of understanding where your purpose has a place, where it has the challenges that you make it through, where you have a blessing in the universe called you, where you are who you are on the inside, where what you face off against, you manifest, where What's your known is who you are. You are who you are. You are the person inside of yourself. It's up for you to be honest with you. It's up for you to find that self-discipline. It's up for you to find that self-purpose. It's up for you to gain that kind of light in the universe, to become that kind of friend with the universe, to find that kind of presence in the universe. And so we each have that place. We each have that level of energy. We each have that level of pace where it's just our own challenges. Inside of them, there are blessings. Inside of them are stories. Inside of them, if you could focus past your emotion, if you can let that piece of you liberate you, if you can get to that place where you no longer allow it to stop you, you will find things that are great inside of you. You will find things that are great inside of your being. You will light up this world in such a way that the energy starts to flow. And we each have those kind of challenges to where we need our energy. We need our focus. We need a knowledge which is already inside of us. Manifestation comes from the being who's willing to hit that place. Manifestation comes from the being who understands that we are a light in the universe. Each of us has beauty when we focus on the things that make us who we are. Each of us have beauty when we focus through our challenges, when we get to that page to where everything that we go through is a lesson, an ability to be ourselves, to be who we are on the inside. It's a freedom to become liberated. It's an unlocking of the mind. It's an unlocking of the body to achieve things that others would call impossible. It's an unlocking of the mentality to hit a place where nobody else will go. And I think of all of the different stories that I've been through. I think of all of the different people that have come to be a part of this journey. I think of all of the different people that are a blessing in this universe. I think of all of the different people who are there to grow. Are you growing in your manifestation? Are you growing in your being? Are you growing in your level of focus where you have what it takes inside of you? Where you are who you are in the inside, where you are manifesting your being, where you are manifesting your reflection. Each of us have that place where we can go to be by ourselves. Do you take the time for that? Do you take the time to be who you are? Do you take the time to be what you are on the inside, where you sit down and you study, where you grow to the point where others need your light? Because each of you have a light. Each of you have a path. Each of you have a purpose. Each of you have a journey. And each of you have a place inside where light radiates outwards. It is inside of ourselves that we start to feel growth. It's inside of becoming patient and observant that you go beyond. It's inside of your discipline that you be focused beyond focus. That's the internal focus. Not what's going on around you, it's what's going on inside you. Knowledge beyond knowledge. More so of what's the understanding of the first knowledge of each lesson that you've learned. Knowledge beyond knowledge. And discipline beyond discipline. The centering of oneself to the energy fields inside of you. the energy fields which run your being, where your level of focus goes beyond it, where you believe in yourself. And that's where your vibration radiates light outwards. That's where your vibration radiates light at a level of understanding. That's where your vibration vibrates a level of being. And people search out that. They search across the face of the planet for that. Where you are in your life is that. You got to find it inside of yourself. Everywhere is a blessing. It's just we're on that field trip to that place. Each part of the face of the planet is the same in place. It's when you are inside of your classroom. Some of us take a trip to a river. Some of us take a trip to an ocean. Some of us take trips to mountains. But always remember, it's just a trip. What matters is what's going on inside of you. What matters is going on inside of your mentality. What matters is going on inside of your presence, inside of your being. What matters is to focus to the point where you have what it takes inside of you. And so are we focused to that point? Are we able to give ourselves that place? Are we able to get down with those kinds of challenges inside of ourselves to where we are overcoming what other people are not able to do? Synchronizing with the understanding inside. The breath is simply the tool to turn mass and energy into interchangeable sources, to decompress heat, to separate the energy fields inside of the body, to have the understanding, to find the first seed of those knowledge. After all, we have a place of focus within ourselves. We have a place of focus within our being. We have a place of focus within our understanding. And it's at that level that we go beyond. It's at that level that we achieve our level of reflection, talked about biblically, is created in God's image. What a blessing it is. We don't even sometimes know about this energy. We sometimes don't reflection this energy. We sometimes don't become present inside of our being. And you're meant to be. You're meant to be a blessing. You're meant to be a light in this universe. You're meant to have a purpose and to see the positivity and to allow yourself to become a joy in this world, to become a light in this world, to become liberated in mind and body and spirit. And it's up for you to achieve it for yourself. This is the practice of connecting oneself with one's breath. This is the practice of meditation, motivation, and inspiration. Connect with the network, connect with the understanding, connect with the universe at a level, hear what I'm saying, get connected with this path and be a part of this journey. What a blessing it is. What a blessing it is. We will be taking a break here in a few minutes and then we'll be getting back online again. Blessings, blessings, blessings to all. Where are you on your path? If you're going through your challenges or you're having a positive place, connect, leave comments. I look forward to seeing the community. I see you guys watching these videos. Leave the comments, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. I'm out here to uplift you, to bring you closer to yourself, to becoming closer to your understanding. After this, I will go ahead and be doing a meditation, 1 hour meditation on the floor, in which I will videotape that for you guys as well. So, what a joy it is to teach. What a joy it is to sit in front of a camera and to speak. What a blessing it is to be a tool of the Most High God. Glory be to that High God. Glory be to the centering and the energy. And all I want to be is just like you. I want to be a student of the Most High God. I want to be a blessing in this universe. We all are. It's inside of ourselves that we need to look for it. The centering of our paths and our journeys that we started, God. Blessings to all. Namaste.